Okay, we are live, everybody. My name is Bahzad,
My name is Risa.
and we are the founders of Wonder Looper, and we are bringing you today the weekly Wonder Looper live stream, broadcasting live from Yokohama, Japan, from our office, our studio here in Yokohama. It's Saturday morning here for us, October the 25th. It is Friday evening for many of you, October the 24th. Welcome, everybody, to the live stream. We're going to have a lot of fun today. We've got some great new previews to show off, answer some of your questions. Some shenanigans will probably ensue. Snack time. A good snack time. And we'll see where this live stream takes us. It's just a hangout of the Wonder Looper world here. And yeah, we're going to have a good one.
Yeah, we just had a release, a big release of the double heavyweight Foxfibre.
Yep.
So we're just kind of recovering from that today.
Yeah, it was a good day yesterday, steady. I felt good about the way the release went. Anyways, we'll talk about that in a sec. We also have maybe some updates on the rest of the collection. So we had some production meetings this week, so some updates on delivery. So we're gonna let you guys know when some certain things are coming in, including this guy right here, the Cashmere Henley. So we'll get into it. But first, let's get into the chat. Let us know where you are tuning in from, wherever you are tuning in from, all around the world. If you're watching live, you're watching on the replay. Let us know in the comments there. Let us know. I want to know where everyone's from. We've got Mr. Jason Scott, as always, with the first comment. Well, maybe not always, but often always. Looking forward to catching up in the morning. Have a great show, guys. Everyone hit that like button. You know what to do. Thank you, Mr. Jason Scott, for the reminder. And Solvents is checking in from Scotland, wearing his new Wonder Looper Foxfibre 70 hoodie today. I got it from Jean Store. That was very fast shipping, I have to say. Good on Jean Store in the UK. Wow, this thing is great. We're twins today. Enjoy, my friend. Mr. Chirp Wizard, hello from Kalamazoo, Michigan. I love the name of that, Kalamazoo. Looking forward to catching the replay tomorrow morning while taking care of our ducks and doing some farm chores.
Nice.
That's great. And they can't wait to see the socks. We're going to be showing off some brand new Foxfibre socks. You can see a little bit of it right here. Anyhow, we'll get into that. Some good stuff there. A pimp named Slickback. Hope everyone is doing well. Can't wait for the Sage Zip hoodie drop. We'll get you an update on that one too. Mr. BD, howdy gang. Happy Wonder Looper Day. Ordered the classic Foxfibre 80 for my holiday gift. Excited to hear about the socks. Thank you, Mr. BD. We noticed that we packed up your order yesterday.
Yeah.
We sent it out with some love. We hope you enjoy it. We've got Nabraz, right? I always say everyone's name wrong. That's my style. And he's checking in from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Been living in my Fox 15 Henley since it arrived. Fantastic. Excited to get a peek at the socks. Well, I hope a lot of you, I think a lot of people are going to enjoy the socks that we've got coming this year. It's going to be this year.
Yes.
We've got eighth letter checking in from California. Excited for another wonderful stream. Well, thank you. And Stephen Copelcam, I need some more Fox 15 products, maybe Fox 30 or 52. Well, guess what? We've got it coming. And Kit, hello from Rochester, MN, Michigan, maybe?
Minnesota.
The Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Let's see if anybody knows that reference. If you do, double thumbs up to you. That's okay. Anyway, I'm not even going to give a hint. Let's see if anyone gets that one. Risa's hair looks great.
Oh, thank you.
A new hairdo.
I was like 2 months past due of my. I usually get my haircut every 3 months. This time I had to wait like 5 months because I don't know. It's not like I was waiting. I just the opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
It's been busy, but it looks wonderful. I like it. You came home. It was after the live stream last week. You went and did it.
Oh yeah. That was last week. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's been a week.
Yeah.
Stephen Copelcam, if you all make a video for the upcoming socks, you should have sock puppets do the announcements. That's
We're not
actually
that talented.
I'm not that talented, but that's a very good idea. If we do
really
sock
cute.
puppet Bahzad and Risa,
We can buy the googly eyes.
that is a very good idea. Did you ever? It was I don't know if you guys remember the show Workaholics, but there was an episode with they had to go to like therapy, and there was like some sock puppet therapy. It was great.
Yes.
Um, Geez Louise, that's a wonderful idea. Okay, I'm heavily considering it.
That's funny.
Okay, I don't know. Like, I hope the people who watch it, because some people might see that and think, "Oh man, like this, what's going on with this brand? Like, like why aren't they being serious? They're making all this serious hardcore stuff." And
That's true. I don't know.
anyhow, I like it. I like it. And Mr. T is joining us here from Portland, Oregon, in my 2X heavyweight, a double heavyweight natural wonder looper, waiting for the triple heavyweight tees. They're coming soon. And Mr. Sean Howdy from Dallas, Texas, excited for the stream and the next drop from y'all in the coming weeks. Mr. Wizard of 32 ounces in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Mr. Garrett here. He was a special guest on our little stream here 2 weeks ago, visiting from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. The manager of the store formerly known as Tate and Yoko. That's I'm always going to refer to it as that, as it should be referred to for all of time.
That's how they live in our heart.
Yeah, that's it. Mr. Vincent C. checking in from New Jersey, anxiously awaiting the arrival of my double heavyweight Foxfibre zip up. I seen it shipped today. That's right. And Mr. Hazy, how many baby cashmere hoodies did y'all make? I don't remember offhand exactly, but I'm going to say not that many.
Yeah.
Not that many. But first, back to Mr. Vincent C. Yesterday's shipments. We shipped, I think there was a total of around 150, 160 orders that we processed yesterday. And we got through it. It was me, you, and our newest acquisition, our newest free agent acquisition, Mr. Wyatt. You might have seen him in some of our photos lately, but he's a new member of the team. He's just part-time, but he's learning the ropes. He's here to he's very interested in fashion, and we brought him on. Great attitude.
It's been a great help, actually. Yeah, it's good when three people are picking, packing,
and shipping all at the same time.
It's a good rhythm,
Yeah.
and like 150 was not like the biggest day in terms of
like volume
shipping,
of
processing,
right.
But because we each one's like humongous,
Yeah.
it does take a little bit longer to handle the weight and
right. And they take up a lot of space on the packing table, so there's not as much stuff you can put. So anyhow, we just had a great rhythm going, and I would say that if it was just Risa and I, it might have taken like the entire day to get that through that. But like we were done before 4. We came in a little early, but we were done before 4. It was great. We had a customer come by, and the rest of the day was pretty smooth sailing. So I was pretty happy with the way that we could process everything, get it out so quickly. Because I know, I just want these to be in your hands real soon. I think a lot of people are probably going to have these in hand maybe Monday, Tuesday. So, if you ordered, it would have been Thursday morning for many of you guys. Yeah, Thursday morning. But yeah, it's gonna arrive pretty soon. I hope you guys enjoy them. The Iron Mordant ones, those ones went especially quick. I think there's a little bit here and there, like inventory is patchy. It wasn't a full blowout sellout. I think mostly because like last year it was, and I really, again, you're starting to see us really dial in the inventory to like, look, I know we don't have inventory for months, right? But I think if you were on the website, even in and around the release time, you got what you wanted. Plus retailer availability, like across the board, like we really spread that message out. So I think if you're like even within the first week of wanting to get something from this release, you should be able to get it. 2 or 3 weeks from now, a month from now. Maybe a little bit difficult here and there, but if you've been watching us, and you should have been able to get it. So I hope everybody got what they wanted. And of course, if you maybe didn't, I did get a couple of emails from people saying, oh, I couldn't get this on your website, and I found it right away on other websites. So I sent them the link. So check out I just want to go to the website just to remind folks, the good people out there in the world. Hold on a second. There we go. So if you go to the website, you can see available now and then retailer availability. So available now brings you to our inventory, and you can see what sizes we have in stock. So, some things we have full size run, some things are a little bit patchy. It is sort of what it is. We're zip hoodie, okay. Anyhow, the zips are pretty close to gone.
One thing, we can improve is like our kind of, spread between pullover hoodie and zip hoodie,
right,
and the crew neck. It's
right. Maybe we'll talk about that first. Yes, because I think times have changed a little bit, right? Like it's just maybe when we first started, we were the balance between crew neck, pullover hoodie, and zip hoodie, like we're always trying to figure out like what the balance is in terms of like how much inventory we need to carry. And, I guess it always sort of just depends on trend. So it's like if people are feeling more pullover hoodies, then we'll book that for the next season. But if by the next season people are starting to feel zip hoodies more, well then, it's hard. You can't really adjust then and now. You have to adjust for the next season.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is like we're both kind of pullover hoodie people, but there are a good amount of population out there that are zip hoodie people that are not, we don't really, we're not against zip hoodies.
No, not at all.
Like, some people just live on like one side.
Yeah, they're on one team.
Yeah. And so,
it's the same thing with crew neck land. Like some people they really prefer the crew neck sweatshirt.
Yeah, because they don't want to deal with the hoodie.
Right.
Like you want to layer, you don't want to have to.
Right, because if you have this, you're wearing a jacket, you got to worry about this.
And also, hood is like less functional. I think for most people, you might put it up when it's cold, but like most of the days, it's just
you're probably not using
shoulder.
it so much. Yeah. That's true. I never really think about that. I find this to be like a comfort blanket where
it's like a little half neck pillow kind of thing.
It's like if it gets cold, I got it, but. I guess maybe I don't use it all that often, actually, in reality. Yeah. I never really thought about that. I always just like having it around. I think, I like the way it looks.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's just circle back for a second because, so you can find what you're looking for either on our website, and if we don't have it, or, you want to shop locally, check out the retailer availability. So here it is, right on the front page. You can click through it from the front banner. And then it brings you to it'll show you the fabric, and then the retailer availability, and then the retailer availability by fit. So if you're looking for pullover for crew neck, you can just in the Coyote 80, you know how to find it. So use this resource, especially if you're having trouble finding exactly what you're looking for, we have it. The link is two places on the website, so we have it on the front banner, and if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, we have it here as well. That giant long link, so it brings you to the same place. Okay, so that's where you can find the latest release, and I hope you get what you want. Okay. What do we see here? We've got. It looks like we have some friends in the chat. Elaine says, "Just joined the live stream. Did you guys already show the socks? Not yet. We're getting to that one." And Drew says, "Hello from New York. Was lucky enough to get the Foxfibre Coyote 80 before my size sold out. So excited for it. Really appreciate the transparency in your process and attention to detail. Thank you very much." Well, thank you very much. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it I always say it in the emails, I hope you enjoy it for many years to come. Because this is something that, heavy duty wise, this is going to, it's going to be there.
Yeah.
I think, I have yet to see a worn out sweatshirt. And our brother-in-law wears like our double heavyweight sweatshirts, like hardcore. Like, when we were in Scotland, he's like on the farm just doing like like farm stuff wearing all the double heavyweight stuff, and his is like faded like really nicely because he like really puts it through the paces, but like there's no holes, there's no nothing, like it's just anyways, it's just a real world hardcore test, like it's standing strong. Ricardo says, hello from Toronto. I want to put in my love for zip hoodies because you can keep it as a layer piece when it's hot, and you can wear it open or out when it's cold. Yeah, zip it up when it's cold. That's true.
I think another thing that I noticed that with like thicker fabric, like double heavyweight also, it's just like it can act like a jacket for some people.
Yes.
And pullover hoodies, like once you put it on, like putting on and off is
right.
like kind of a ordeal.
Yes.
But zip hoodie just
yes, zip hoodie is much more like outerwear. I think in places like California or where it doesn't get particularly cold, but maybe cold for that climate. Where you're not going to have a big heavy jacket, but like a heavy sweatshirt is going to do the trick. In the mornings and the nights, maybe you're walking your dog or things like that. Like those are always great layering options. But yeah, I can see it. Like the pullover hoodie is a commitment for the day, where the zip hoodie, yeah, you go with the flow. Go with the flow. I just also want to mention, because you mentioned Toronto Dodgers. Keep me posted with the score, guys. I know the game is on right now. Keep me posted with the score. It's tough, I'm here in Japan. Ohtani is
the god.
He should be the new emperor, I say, right?
Yeah, he's basically.
He's the greatest export of this country.
Like somebody that you're supposed to kind of,
we honor
worship.
him. Yeah. So we've got Ohtani, and then we've got my home team, the Toronto Blue Jays. It's just like, I'm happy we're both here in the World Series. And it's like, I'm like, I hate that somebody has to lose, right? Let's just call it a draw. How about that?
Well, I mean, let's enjoy the process.
Yeah.
It's not just this one game.
There's several. Yeah. Ricardo says 0-0 right now. Okay, well, keep me posted, guys. I've got the Snoopy baseball mug going on right now, so I'm all for it.
And it's blue and white.
Yeah. So it's appropriate for both teams. I love both teams. What can I say? It's tough. It's tough to be in this position right now.
You don't have to pick. You can cheer for both.
That's it. I'm going to cheer for both. Stephen Kopelkamp says, I thought Wonder Looper was the greatest export. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'll take it. Yeah. I'll correct it. Yeah. Shohei Ohtani, Wonder Looper, neck and neck. Let's call it a draw. All right. Alain says, Bahzad, a while ago you said that you had a custom suit you got done in New York City. You said that you got the suit from a tailor that made suits for the president. Does that tailor happen to be Huntsman? Not Huntsman, Martin Greenfield. Martin Greenfield tailors. That's where, if they're in Brooklyn, let me just pull them up. This is a very, if you have an opportunity. If you're in the New York area, this is a nice place to get a custom suit. That, I guess that's the founder passed away, but they are still there, and they do everything in America. So if you want an American-made custom suit, these guys can do it. Yeah.
All right.
Unfortunately, mine doesn't fit anymore. I got wider. The suit didn't.
You grew.
I grew.
You grew out of it.
It's that adult second life puberty that they don't really tell you about. You learn about Fuzzy Bunny and all that stuff when you're a kid, and then you get older, and they're like, no, your body changes. Yeah. That's it. Okay. Let's talk about socks. Socks.
Okay.
So we've got some socks.
We got I think last week, did we show it off? Did we?
I don't remember. I feel like we showed the beanie. I don't remember if we showed the sock.
We got some samples. This is gonna be the sock number one, first batch of socks.
Yes.
It's gonna be chunky and cozy.
Yes. So this.
We're doing the Foxfibre, of course. This one is the Fox 30, Coyote 30.
Yes.
Gonna get Coyote 80.
Yes. So this is the same as our double heavyweight French Terries.
That's the colorway. And then Iron Mordant 80.
Yeah.
Coyote 80.
So you can see just how thick and plush they are. Like here's a good example of just how thick these guys are. So very, very cozy. I would say the great room socks, things that you're going to want to wear and enjoy at home, but also something that you can wear like very nicely with boots. I think just like very wintry and cozy, something I really enjoy. I really enjoy a nice chunky sock, especially we use a twisted yarn here, which you can see if you go up close. So this is a blend of the Foxfibre with a conventional white cotton. So you get this nice sort of melange tone throughout. So I think it really makes a very handsome looking sock. And we will have these available in 3 sizes, right?
It's not confirmed.
Okay.
But yes, that's the aim. So 3 colors, hopefully 3 sizes.
Yeah.
But we definitely have well, so like the thing is like we kind of made 2 sizes mostly for men, because most of our customers are men, and then like we kind of got it, and it's like, you know, I thought like my shoe size is like 24 and a half, and the middle size, medium size was gonna start at 25. So we thought, oh, that's fine, that covers women. But you know, after we got this, and we were like, this is something that you would want to give to, you know, everybody in your life. Like, you know, your family members. Doesn't really matter what gender, you know.
Right.
So we just thought maybe it's better to make one size smaller.
Right.
Just to cover everybody.
Everyone in the family can enjoy these. So they'll come in these 3 tones, and you can see that the Fox 30 and the Fox 80, like, you know, a very light brown, then you go medium, and then you go quite dark with the Iron Mordant. And I guess this is just the first of things to come, because what we really want to do is, like, any of the yarns that we're using, we want, you know, we want you to be able to enjoy them in a multitude of ways. And I thought that this would be a really sort of simple way to get people into Foxfibre without, you know, having to break the bank or anything like that. So very nice, all made in Japan here. And natural fiber, chunky socks for this holiday season. And yeah, the aim is to have them in stock like before Christmas, in time for Christmas delivery.
It's not going to be 100% cotton. You don't want 100% cotton socks. Just, you know, Stephen Koppelkamp says here, I've had bad experiences with socks that have thick yarns coming undone and or stretching out and never going back into shape. Might this be a problem with these? You know, we haven't had this for long. We haven't been wearing this. Oh,
nice.
Long, but the experience we have with 100% cotton socks is that it does stretch out, and it doesn't, you know, kind of keep the shape. And this is where the you know, wonders of, you know,
modern
fibers come in. And we do have I think it's I have to double check, but it's gonna be some kind of nylon, and I think just nylon. I don't.
Yeah, we'll double check that. Literally, we just got these like 2 days ago, so we're just, you know, finalizing all the details. But the bottom line is that, like, in a sock like this, you need to have a little bit of stretch. It's the same thing with the beanie, right? The beanie needs to have a little bit of stretch because you want it to like hug, and you don't want it to stretch out. Like, this is the 100% cotton sample. Actually, we're supposed to get this is like the navy spec one, but it just doesn't have the same sort of like snap back that you want in a cap. Like if you wear this all day, it's gonna stretch out, and then when you put it on your head, it's just it's just not gonna hug your head the way you want a beanie to hug your head.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes with the socks. Like if it was 100% cotton, they're gonna look nice, like right out of the box. You put them on, they're gonna feel fine, but by the end of the day, they're just gonna be falling off your feet.
Yeah.
So
you don't want that.
You don't want that. And so there is a benefit to, modern materials or, synthetic materials and just using them the right way. Because again, if you wear it, you enjoy it, then you're going to get the most life out of that product than, it is to buy something and then find out that it's really not for you. And then it just sits there. So yes, they're going to have some synthetic fiber. And it's gonna be appropriately used. I'm gonna say.
Right.
Yeah.
It's 92% cotton, organic cotton, 7% nylon, and 1% polyurethane.
Okay, so there you go. So that's gonna be the socks for you. And I really like when we got the samples in. I'm like, man, I want to start wearing these right now, but I guess I have to wait for more samples to show up before I just start hoarding these for myself. But
productions are gonna come in quickly. So
yeah, I'm just gonna do a little fit check. Like just for me, like I wear a lot of like chunky shoes, and like being able to like show off your chunky socks with like a like a boot or a loafer like this, I think it's gonna be cool. Like you've got some good boots on, and just having the socks going out from the top, I think is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, I have my thick
you got some chunky ones on today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I can see. Anyhow, I'll just do my fit check. So, double heavyweight, French Terry, Foxfibre sweatshirt. This is the pullover hoodie. This is mine from last year. I've got some military pants that I got in Scotland. So I think some UK they weren't dead stock. They were surplus, used. I got them for like £5 or £10 or something like that, pretty cheap. But they look good. They fit good. I've got my Yuketen loafers with the fur, the boots with the fur. So the beaver fur. I just very cozy day. It's very chilly here in Japan already, and
gloomy.
Huh?
It's a very cloudy and it's rainy.
Yeah,
a good day.
And then I got my F91W, but I did something special to it the other day. There's this company called Ollie, and you can basically turn your F91W into like a smartwatch. And like it has all kinds of like new features. You can see like it does that glitch effect when you like change the mode, and it adds like a lot more features to it. So like timers and step counters, and there's my step counter, and like some games and things like that. So you can even like mod the light color, and then it auto connects to your phone to like update the time to like the perfect time. So very, very happy with this, and I have to mod Risa's watch after. Maybe after the stream.
The same.
So I bought 2 of these modules. The company's called Ollie, Ollee. I'll pull it up. Everybody should go and buy. If you're an F91W fan, you will enjoy this. And the guy who makes it is like Canadian, so that's cool. So. It's just this module. It takes like 10 minutes to do the mod. You just remove the module from inside the F91W and you put this one in. I mean, the thing is, it's like in one way, it's like I think these are like $50, and like this watch is $15. Yeah. So, but if you really like this watch, like I do, it's you're just making it even better. So I think this is a really cool product, and it's just a guy. Mm-hmm. It's just a guy. So
it's wonderful.
It's very cool. I think they did a great job. Sold out. Anyhow, maybe they have a back in stock notifier, but go and check them out, because this guy, it's like he obviously loves the F91W, and this is a labor of love to this watch. So go and support this guy if you like this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. What I like about this watch is that, like, in the winter time when I wear like long sleeve, it's just, easy to get it over
Yeah, it's very
the sleeve.
slim.
Like the G-Shocks, some of them just sticks out so much that like I just don't feel comfortable wearing it.
Right.
I have to like pull up my sleeve all the time.
Right.
This one's just very low profile.
Yeah, there's like this Bulgari watch that's like the thinnest automatic watch in the world, and it's like really beautiful, but it's also like it costs the amount of a car. And I'm like, obviously I'm not gonna buy this watch. And I'm like, this also is probably just this thin, and it costs $15. So I really enjoy it. MG says, does it affect battery life? Absolutely, it affects battery life. They said that if you have it on like with all the like basically all the
Step counting and all that.
yeah, all the features activated, the battery life is supposed to be around a year instead of much more than that. So it does. So you can tailor the features to like what you want. Like my watch has like a sleep mode, so like if I'm not wearing it, I just have it on the counter, it turns itself off, like it turns the screen off. So it has a lot of things like that, which is pretty cool. And
Yeah, it's like a lot of the times you're not wearing it, like you don't wear it to bed.
Right.
So yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, but if you're comfortable opening this watch, you're probably comfortable changing the battery on this watch. So, I mean, how much does a 32 battery cost? $1 or $2. So it's a little annoying in that sense, but whatever. Who cares? It's got a lot of cool features now. Anyhow, Risa with the fit check.
So start off with my watch.
Yeah.
I stole it from Bahzad, and that's mine now.
Yeah.
Size to my wrist. I'm wearing the Cashmere blend henleys in Ikuru. So these are gonna be coming. We're gonna talk about that later. I got my thrifted Levi's. It's from either 80s or 90s. I don't know. It's not the holy grail, but it fits me well. And I got the Tory leather belt brown today. And then I got my Yuketen boots with leopard and speckled soles.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is a very handsome boot. As you guys know, we're Yuketen cheerleaders over here. Yeah, so Yuki's a good friend of ours, and we always support his shoes. We have a very nice collection of Yuketens, and yeah, I'm go if you can get one, get a pair of Yuketens. They're very cool. I really like what they do. This is the Bahzad, like, not sponsored product recommendation hour. Let me just show you what you can. And I mean, as far as what they do for like shoes, they're conventional, unconventional boots, which is what I really love. They take a lot of like silhouettes that you might be familiar with, and they do it like in such a beautiful way. Amazing leathers. They're very creative with mixing and matching. Like, look at this thing, is beautiful. And so it's not like heritage, but there's a lot of like deep heritage in these things, especially in the construction. And the leather choices and the combinations that they use are amazing. Like that's the silhouette Risa's wearing, I think, with a different sole. Yeah. And you can see that they do some like really cool stuff. Like I really want these, but I want it with your sole that you have there. But I just love this mix and match, and especially for like rugged wear stuff, like this green, this brown, this brown, this brown, like 4 leather colors. This is gonna match anything you could possibly wear, whether you're wearing jeans or like khakis or army pants or something like that. It's gonna work. So they're very, very versatile, and of course very well made. So you can wear them for many years to come. Jeez Louise.
I like that one.
This one? Yeah. And the sole here is like, I have ones with this sole. They're very soft.
Yeah.
So that's one. The other thing that I have to say that I like about Yuketen a lot is that they're comfortable to wear. There's not a boot that you have to break in. So you can just put them on and you're good to go. So they are pricey. Don't get me wrong, but Sometimes you can find them at a good price, or just make the investment, and I think you'll just get a lot of enjoyment from these.
The thing is, like, it will stand out. Like, not many people wear this kind of like boots, so it's like it's special, and I think it kind of makes the outfit most of the time when you put them on.
Right, definitely you will get noticed, and you'll get some beautiful compliments on them. So anyhow, there you go. Check them out, and I mean, in every one of our videos you'll probably see us wearing some Yuketen boots. Okay. It's just people asking about socks. When are the socks coming?
Yes. The first batch would come pre-Christmas. We're aiming for, within a month-ish.
Yeah.
So we can get it in and ship out before Christmas for Christmas gifts. But that's just like kind of, we're trying to get like, a partial shipment.
Oh, right.
Pre-Christmas. And then after that, we can restock because, if we were to just order everything all at the same time, we just want to make sure we have all 3 colors available.
Yeah.
So that's how we're moving towards Christmas. And the same thing with the beanies.
Yes.
The knit caps.
Yes. So the knit caps, these are I guess they're in production now. We're just finalizing some stuff, but the aim is to have these available for Christmas. So we're gonna have this color. So this is the Fox 80, and then I think last week I said it was gonna be like saffron with iron sulfite, but it's not gonna be the saffron.
It's the same Coyote.
It's the same Coyote 80, but
Coyote
with
80,
iron
sulfite instead of iron oxide.
Yeah.
Like we do with the t-shirts and then the sweatshirts.
Yes. So
it's slightly different.
Yeah. We're going to be introducing more like different mordanting options. So as we first dived into like the first iron mordants, apparently there's a lot more to this than we had first originally known. So this will be the first iron mordant variation that we're going to show off. And you'll see that more throughout the products that we make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, so we'll have 2 beanies to start. We're really gonna finalize, like the our guy told us that they sent out the sample yesterday, so it's possible that we get this navy spec one, because this navy spec one they did with the 100% cotton. You can see it's just kind of stretched out and a little bit odd. I mean, I'm gonna say it's a little odd shaped as it is, but they said that if they made it with the stretch in it, that it should hold its shape a little bit better. So we sampled that, so that might come during the live stream. It's fingers crossed it does, and then we can show it off, and then we'll decide between the navy spec sort of knit versus sort of the modern beanie style construction. So
the issue I think is that like with the 100% cotton, not that it's like, I think even with the stretch it might look similar, but with like stretch in it, it would retain it better. It's not gonna stretch out and like it'll be too big for you to wear. So that's my concern. Like if you wear it all the way like in, that's one thing, but a lot of people also wear it with, not fully like deep. So if it stretches out over time, it's going to be too wide for you to be wearing that way, and it's just slide in. So that's what we want to avoid, and we're just trying to make sure we can put out the best version of this hat.
Yeah, I don't have it adjusted nicely here, but something like that. But yeah, the difference between like the navy spec one is that like the pattern is a little bit wider, and then you have this looser knit sort of situation here on the end. So it adds a little bit of like, texture contrast, but depends on if you like that or not. I'm not able to adjust I'm not looking at a mirror. I'm looking at a screen, which is backwards. So, hard to adjust my hat. Okay. Brenton says, can you take the navy spec and roll up the edges? What do you mean by roll up the edge? Oh, like just like, oh, I see. Maybe like do a roll on it. I suppose you can. I mean, let's see what I can do here. Oh, the beanie stylings of Bahzad.
But see, if you do this, then it's like, that like the difference that this makes is less obvious.
Right, that's true.
Like the edge of the edge would
not be so visible.
Makes a difference. Yeah.
Navy spec has more character. It has
more character, but it also has more challenges.
Yeah, so we'll see what it looks like when the elastic version comes in.
Yeah.
But yeah, like doing like what Risa's doing, like sort of wearing it higher on her head. See, it holds its shape a lot better than like 100% cotton will.
Or this version,
right?
Yeah, it's not necessarily just 100% cotton. That's like this feels, it's it's more
substantial. This is also thicker.
Yeah.
Like if I wear it on my head like this, I don't know. Sometimes I do in the wintertime. My head, because of my hair, sometimes my beanies just keep sliding up my head. So it often ends up like that.
So if I wear it like that, it will be a little bit, it does this way. Yeah.
See, it's hard to adjust when you're looking in the screen. Yeah. But yeah, anyhow, these are coming soon, and we'll have the 2 color options here in Beanie Land. So more ways to enjoy Foxfibre, and these will also be available before Christmas. Yes. So, and then future, we'll have more fiber options. I'm certainly not opposed to doing some sort of cashmere blend at some point. Yak blend would be a lot of fun to do. Some people are asking for wool, and I'm just like, yak.
But yes, yak is, are we keeping a secret?
No secrets. There's no secrets on this stream.
Okay, so yak, we're in, we're moving.
We're moving on it.
So like the yak blend, beanies are in the works.
Yeah, because for fall 26, there's going to be some yak in our lives.
Yeah.
So,
well, I guess at this point, winter 25, we're going to have some yaks in our lives.
Yeah. This is right, but it's the early, it's the same yarns that we're going to be using for some of the like fall sampling. So anyhow, it's available now. So we thought we could make some hats. Mm-hmm. So we'll have some more cool stuff on its way, and like little things. So it'll be a lot of nifty, gifty ideas and stuff that you can enjoy for not the price of a Foxfibre sweatshirt. Right. Stephen Kelpelkamp says, BNR, you should make a sweatshirt that looks like your socks. I'm not opposed to melange. We'll see. I'm not opposed to that idea.
Yeah. The benefit of it is obviously you're mixing fox with, ecru cotton. Mm-hmm. So, the cost of raw materials, I think, would be a little bit lower. So we can probably have that product a little bit lower price point. Guys. Yeah. And, some people may prefer that kind of, more going on. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not opposed to it. But we thought about doing that in a t-shirt a while ago.
Yes.
And I think we're going to do that first before sweatshirts.
Yeah. Sullivan says fingerless gloves would be cool. Yes, I'm a big fingerless gloves guy. I have a lot of fingerless gloves. You know why? Because like where I'm wearing gloves, I like wearing like knit gloves. And when I'm wearing with all the fingers, if I have a camera or like they're just annoying. And I've had those fingerless gloves that have like, you can touch your phone with them. Still, I hate it.
Fingerful gloves.
Yeah, fingerful gloves. They have like some kind of knit material that can transmit your finger. And they're fine, but
not the best. Like you don't have the same like control of things. Yeah.
And so I need my fingers to be exposed. So fingerless gloves, big fan. I would say that if we were to do gloves, they would also come in fingerless options. I love them. I love them so much.
I just don't like gloves in general. I just don't.
Oh no, no. I like it in the winter. I love them. Yeah. BD says 1-0 Dodgers, top of the second. It's okay. Still early. It's still early.
Yeah.
Go team. I'm going for both teams.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I can never lose if I go for both teams.
Exactly.
There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you sit on a fence, people. That's it. Sullivan says, I wear fingerless gloves every day in the winter. Yes, I think they're great. So we'll, at some point, we'll get on that. We'll expand out, from the caps, maybe some scarves, some gloves, that kind of stuff too, just to get you all comfy, cozy for the winter, right? Devin Hart asks, baby cashmere socks.
Let's just go baby steps with socks business. Like, there's so much that we still want to do. Like, obviously we're coming out with like a thick socks, but this is not for every shoe type, every outfit. So we are going to have more, more athletic socks, more
like thinner socks,
and different colors, materials,
right?
All kinds of things. So. It's just
one step at a time. But a baby cashmere sock in this weight and this construction.
It's also, I don't think it's a good material.
No, it's actually not a good material because it's very delicate.
Yeah.
Right. It's very delicate, and like socks,
on your feet, you don't really get the benefit like to the fullest.
Like if you're mega rich and you're like, you
have money,
you're like, hey, whatever, I wore them 3 times, that's enough for me. Maybe. Okay. I like the idea. I like the craziness of that idea that like this is such a luxury product.
Yeah.
Like it is such a, how can I say it, a waste, right? There's so little of this material to go around, and you're like, yeah, let's put it in some socks. Like
that's a baller move.
Yeah. That is for big ballers only. So I'm not gonna say no.
Yes.
Oh geez. Mike says Otani is up, bases loaded.
Ooh.
All right.
I guess we're gonna lose some viewers.
Maybe. Anyhow, go team. Go team. Whatever team wins is the team I support, and I support also the team that gave it their all. Mm-hmm. That's how you do it. Go Jays, go.
They're both winners.
Yeah, they're both winners.
Point,
yeah. You made it to the World Series. Yeah. That's it. Sally's in the house. Good to see you, Miss Sally. Fox is here, everybody. Greetings from my breeding nursery in Northern California. Thank you for offering all these amazing products, and thank you to all your customers. There you go. You're very welcome. And she's asking if these socks are saffron. These are not saffron.
Yeah, these are coyote.
Yeah. So we've got the coyote in the 3 color
options. We're going to
options.
work on saffron stuff too. Yeah. We're just trying to make the deadline of Christmas.
Yeah.
So we're kind of working with what we have.
Yes. So it's the 30, the 80, and then the 80 Iron Mordant edition. Mm-hmm. So we've got 3 color options for you there. 3 shades, 3 beautiful warm shades of brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super thick.
Yeah. So those will be coming very soon. And then Sticky asked, was the baby cashmere sweater Suriyami?
Yes. It is.
Yeah. So Suriyami baby cashmere, we're talking rare material plus ultra slow production.
Yes.
It's
and it is a heavy sweatshirt. Like,
yes.
Properly heavy, and it is 100% cashmere, and when you hold it, you just like,
yes, it's a beefy, like it's heavy,
so heavy.
Yeah.
And like it's also plump.
Yeah.
Like really,
like, when you handle a cashmere sweater, you're used to being like, oh, it's so light, like it's airy, it's like a croissant, like and
it keeps you like, obviously it keeps you warm for the weight,
Yeah.
But this is heavyweight and cashmere, fully cashmere, so it's going to keep you really hot, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be a heater, that's for sure. Last week I think I mentioned the production is coming, I'll say in the grand scheme of things, relatively soon, right? And then I mentioned that we made a little extra we made a few like extra units of like, I think between like small, medium, large, XL, I think we might have made a couple extra units here and there.
I think only some sizes. I don't think there's extra small.
Oh,
or
right,
anything like
right.
that.
But so I mentioned that because we made those exercises just for the inevitability. There's always, with every delivery, something is going to go wrong. There's going to be something's going to get lost in shipment. There's, damaged. Maybe somebody bought the wrong size. So we had a couple extra made just to sort of account for maybe somebody bought one. It's like, oh, it's not the right size. Like, okay, so we'll have maybe hopefully we have the size that they need and we can swap it out for them. But there will come a point when like everything has been delivered and settled. And then we'll have like this handful of baby cashmere sweatshirts available for purchase. Yeah.
I don't really want to like advertise that so much yet because we don't know. And until we have every single piece in our hand, we don't know what's going to happen. And even after that, there's some kind of, shipping emergencies that we might have to react to. So we're not committed to, and we obviously also, because of how costly it is, we didn't have like a full on like extra sets. We just kind of feel in the gap of, maybe if it's, like one unit in this, one unit in that, like things that we thought maybe like the, highest chance, like if the SKU is sold the most, maybe it would have an extra unit. But
so anyhow, what I was gonna say is, when I mentioned that last week, I had a couple people email me saying, oh, can I buy one, and I'm just like,
we can't,
I can't. Don't ask me yet. I know, because after this stream somebody's gonna ask. Don't ask me yet. Okay, let us like basically figure out what we might have available, and then we'll figure out how we're gonna distribute these. Right.
So maybe that's something like maybe in January or something like that. We're trying to get this delivered for people who pre-ordered before Christmas, and we're kind of very cutting it close.
Yeah.
And obviously it needs time to like be delivered and not everything. So maybe like early January.
Yeah.
We will have
that's
like
a good timing for that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Stephen Kopelkamp says, I still want my Sally Fox cotton wool blend socks, all from her farm. We do too. Yes. It is those gears are cranking. Okay. I think one day we will have that available as a product in one shape or form of we'll figure it out. But I certainly want to have the all Sally Fox cotton, all Sally's farm to t-shirt, farm to sock product. Yeah.
To your closet.
Yeah, that's it. So we know, and we certainly we will definitely be the ones to bring that to you guys. Minus 10 asks, how's the sizing on the Cashmere henleys? Let's talk about first delivery of the henleys, and we'll talk about sizing.
Yeah. Okay. So we haven't really set a date or anything like that. They're on track to come soon.
Yes.
Into the warehouse. As of right now, what we have left in this season, the fall, yet to be released, is the double heavyweight French terries in all of fits and colors. So there's 7 colors and 4 fits. So that's a lot of products. We have the 3 colors in the Cashmere blend henleys. We have the triple heavyweight t-shirts, 2 colors. Am I forgetting something?
There's gonna be a restock of double heavyweight tees as well.
Right. That's another thing. Yeah. But so that's it, right?
And the
fleece Foxfibre
Blue Owl black fleeced Foxfibre sweatshirts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So between all of that, they're kind of like, the factory is just kind of trying to get it all, simultaneously like working towards deliver everything as early as possible. With that said, because the double heavyweight is a lot of units and a lot of colors
Yeah.
and styles, so that until everything is ready in our warehouse, it's going to take at least a few more weeks. Our kind of discussion, which we haven't really decided on, is that do we wait till like all of that is ready before we release these? Because these are like coming in one shipment. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
My thought is that just like these, because we were sort of expecting to do like one giant release with the double heavyweight Foxfibre, the double heavyweight, French Terry, the Cashmere Henley triple heavyweight. We were going to do one massive release, but we also figured, hey, if we have to hold these until everything comes in, we're holding a lot of inventory for a long time. We don't have, I mean, we have a lot more space than before, but we don't have that much space. And so we were like, okay, let's release these, and that way we can get them out there. We can make sure that there's room in the warehouse for like the next delivery. And I guess because the next batch of double heavyweight sweatshirts, again, a lot of colors, and it's going to take sort of weeks for it all to arrive. If we get these all in like one batch-ish, it's probably a better idea to release these and get them out rather than wait for everything. So I know that some people you want to save on shipping and, buy everything all at the same time. But anyhow...
Well, my concern mostly is for the retail partners, right? Like retail partners, shipments are something that it's not. I can't get it out the same way that we process like online orders. So it's more like time consuming and resources heavy in terms of separating the shipments of the wholesale customers. And if they only have say like
6 units on order,
it's like shipping that across the world for just that 6 units is going to be
because like dealing with all the export paperwork, whether you're selling like 6 units or 60 units, it's sort of the same amount of work. So anyhow, my thoughts are that we'll have these released earlier, separate from the double heavyweight French Terries, and we'll see if the triple heavyweights maybe come in time with that. Maybe we can do a double release for those. So anyhow, the delivery schedule is sort of coming in like every day. Things are being updated, and so we'll have maybe a final answer by next week. My thoughts is that we'll probably do the Cashmeres separate from the double heavyweights. It just depends on how long it's going to take for the rest of the double heavyweights to come in. So we'll see. I know Risa is dreading all the paperwork already. A lot of paperwork. Everyone, thumbs up for Risa and all of her hard paperwork.
No, it's just like, is it even worth it if it's like literally like a week or two?
Right, a week or two is one thing, but if it's 3 weeks or 4 weeks, then there's another difference there. So
yeah, well, I mean, we don't know the whole whole trajectory. Everything changes all the time, so we'll see.
Yeah,
and then the Blue Owl exclusive also, it's kind of split into a couple shipments. We don't know when the final ones will come into the warehouse. This one is a little bit easier for us to handle because we only sell through Blue Owl and ourselves. So it's just like one customer to worry about for us. So, but we'll keep you posted because again, we don't know the entirety of the schedule yet. So.
Yeah, and as far as fit, because that's how we started this topic, fit of the Henleys.
Yeah. So the fit, the measurements and stuff is supposed to be the same, and it is the same. It's going to be the same
as the Foxfibre Henleys.
Exactly. But because the fabric is so different, Foxfibre Henley is stretchy. Is a waffle, like a very heavyweight waffle, and it kind of wears almost like a sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
And so I find it like I wear the same size in both. And as I started wearing the Foxfibre waffle Henley, it just feels larger on me, and the measurement itself isn't that different, but it has more of a stretch because it's more like a bigger, what do you call it? Like,
yeah, the we anyhow,
pockets are bigger,
right.
so like the ability to stretch is also bigger. On top of that, because this one kind of stick kind of close to your body, lighter weight, it drapes a little bit more, so it feels more like a t-shirt on me. So yeah, I mean, it would feel different, and that's the challenge of having only the measurements when when
Right.
you're making the decision on the size. But you know how like a lot of people, like we kind of recommended a lot of people to like consider that it does run a little bit larger for somebody's maybe like how they want to wear Henleys in the Foxfibre waffle. I would not really say the same about this. I feel like a lot of people would and should take the same size, like it's not size down on these, from my personal experience. And Bahzad hasn't really been wearing this yet, so he's gonna start and have more of an insight as well.
Yeah, so I'll do that, and then when we make the video, what I'll do is I'll have like myself wearing it, and then Wyatt, who's a little bit taller, a little bit leaner than me, he'll also wear it, so you can, and we'll, like with the Henley video, I wore there was one clip where I was wearing a medium and I was wearing a small,
Right.
just to compare, and I'll do the exact same, so that you guys could have an idea of, how it could fit,
Yeah.
right? So just to eliminate sort of any confusion there. But, the measurements, I would say they generally don't lie. Even with the Henleys, like it was just a matter of like the measurements didn't really lie there. Like your size is your size. Like if it makes sense with the measurements, that's what you should go with.
Yeah.
It's just that like your expectation of like how this garment is going to perform. You
How
said
it
right.
like feels
Yeah.
on your body is different.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. So like measurements, it's not the only thing that matters. But if the measurement is correct, it's within your range, then it will fit.
Right.
That's
Fit.
for
Right.
sure.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Like how it fits you is going to be different, right? How it feels on you, like whether you like it to be as loose or like a little bit more structured, like those are things that you're going to, decide for on your own. But at least with the measurements, you're going to be able to lock in your sizing, right? So that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. The Moore says, Risa, would you do the same for the size extra small and small, please?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can definitely
So we'll do that. Okay. So yeah, we'll probably get to filming that video probably next week. I know on Monday, I think we have like 80 boxes showing up here of goods. So
And on Tuesday as well.
okay, so 160 cartons of
On
stuff.
Tuesday, I don't know how many, but I would imagine similar volume. It's a lot of stuff.
Anyhow, you can see at least there's a lot of empty bays here. The releases lately have been very good. So, we've got space there, but each one of these holds like 8 to 10 sweatshirts. Like you can put hundreds, maybe not hundreds. You can put like double heavyweight tees. I think you can fit like 30
in each.
30, maybe sometimes 40 in the smaller sizes. Something like that. But like sweatshirts, you can fit like 8 of the big ones, 10 of the small ones.
Yeah.
Like, so not a lot. And so anyhow,
And this 80 box is just one fit. So.
yeah. We're going to be packed in here. So if you are a visitor to the Wonder Looper showroom in the next couple of days,
just walking through the maze of boxes.
there's going to be a lot of boxes here.
Yeah.
So, we got an order. Thank you very much, Mr. or Mrs. Order Placer. We're at 8 orders for today. Thank you very much. Okay. Sticky Rice says, how does the hand feel of the double heavyweight French Terry Heather Gray compared to the ELS Heather Gray? Oh, I mean, they're very different. Hold on.
Yes. The double heavyweight French Terry Heather Gray compared to ELS Heather Gray t-shirt.
No, I think that's
Double heavyweight, I think the good comparison is double heavyweight t-shirt I know it's confusing that we have
Yeah.
two products named double heavyweight, but
Right.
there's double heavyweight T-shirt. It's
Yeah.
a jersey material, and then ELS recycled cotton slub T-shirt,
Yeah.
which is also another jersey
Like-
material.
Both are very soft to the touch, but I mean the main difference here is going to be the weight. Like this thing is very beefy, it's very thick, and like this is still a heavyweight t-shirt, but the notice of like the drape and the hand feel is going to be like very immediately noticeable when you wear them. And then also I would say that the ELS, because it's a looser knit,
More slubby
Yeah.
yarns and looser knit.
it stretches more on the body.
Yeah.
Right?
This
So
one stretches a lot, actually. Just have a more give.
Right.
Whereas the double heavyweight does not have a lot of give. It really is like the shape that it is.
Yeah.
The shape that
Yeah,
that stays.
it is secure. Like
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
locked in.
Yeah.
And so they're very, very different materials, that's for sure. I mean, they're both enjoyable in their own ways. This is a lot more, I would say, casual, and this is more rugged. You know?
More tough.
More tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. BD says, my double heavyweight gray is amazing. It's a nice alternative to my Sumi double heavy. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, the heather gray compared to like the non-heathered colors, or the heather like this and the charcoal are softer to the touch. The hand feel is much softer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any time frame on a gray ELS t-shirt restock? These have been out of stock for a while.
Yeah. To be fair, it was in stock for the longest time also. It is, the next batch will come in, I would say March.
March.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be a bit. So
It
that's
might-
probably
it might-
for all of the ELS tees, you think?
Well, I was talking about all of the ELSD. In terms of heather gray, if we wanted to, we can have it. We probably can have it sooner. It's just that, like, you know, if we were to just kind of bundle it and have it. So the problem with the heather gray is because heather gray and in the last batch of like production, heather gray has its own yarns, right? So because it's, you know, like it's kind of like whenever they have, the sewing factory has enough of the offcuts, and then, you know, because they can't just do it as they need. It's kind of like it needs a like
enough bulk.
volume of the offcuts, and you know, to make this like special yarn. And heather gray is made separately from the ones that are solid colors, which will be dyed. So the heather gray batch, like, you know, works on a different schedule. And because of that, we like restocked heather gray much sooner than the rest of the colors. And so we had the heather gray in stock for a long time, just on its own, like alone. And then by the time we got the white, ecru, and black restocked, the heather gray was kind of thinning out, and it just kind of went away. So now we have the white and black and ecru now, but, you know, no heather gray. And I think it's going to happen like that for a long time, unless we hold on to the heather gray and wait till like the rest of the three colors come in and then restock at the same time. Otherwise, it would just always
be that opposite cycle. But that said, if it's gonna be the new year until ELS tees are restocked, we're okay for inventory right now, but they're not gonna last. Like if it like. So
I mean,
if it's just like between now and Christmas, like things really ramp up. So if you're looking to beat the rush, if you're looking to get one, don't wait too long on those, because again, the ELS, the restocks they're fewer and far between, just in general. The gray even more so. So if you want one, don't wait too long, because they'll be out of stock sooner probably than later. I can say that. Yes. Saif says, it's great to see you both again. Well, thank you very much. Hope you're both doing well. Personally, we are. The brand's been growing a lot, so you've each had a chance to look after yourselves. I think we do an okay job of maintaining a life and work balance, and that is all work, and that is our life. So that's how we balance it.
I mean, most of our life just revolves around our work, and it's different because we're married and we work together. I think if we weren't like we had this schedule and separate family life.
Yes, we would have some angry people at home.
Yeah, it would be a lot more difficult because we're just two of us and we're married, that we can like work on our own schedule, and each other kind of knows exactly what we have the same busy days. Yeah, in a way. So.
Yeah. So also like this is our office, but we made it homey in a way. So like even though we go away from home to be at work, our work also feels like our other house.
Yeah, it's just a house without cats.
Yeah,
or showers.
Yeah, that's it.
But everything else,
we got it. We got a coffee maker.
Yeah, we got a little fridge.
We need a table soon. We've just been using this.
That's
it's been
we also need like
more
storage because everything is everywhere. All of my paperwork's on my desk.
Yeah, we've been meaning to go buy some more office furniture.
Yeah.
But we just haven't. It's been busy, so we haven't had a chance to go and basically look for some. We kind of know what we want, but it's just a matter of going out and buying it. So anyhow,
we'll get around to it.
Yeah. For now, like there's just a bunch of boxes and piles of paper like all wrapped around our desks and stuff. So at some point we'll organize it. But the inventory is nice and organized when it's there. So that's one big plus. And we're not having to like tiptoe around a million boxes until next week when we are going to be tiptoeing around a million boxes.
And the coming like few weeks, I think. Because no matter, even if we release this first, like we still have to hold on to the most bulkiest of products, which is the double heavyweight French terry. And again, 7 colors, 4 fets.
Yeah, so. Maybe, we haven't done an office update video. Maybe next week we'll do an...
amongst the boxes?
Yeah, amongst the boxes. I don't know. Just to give you guys an idea of exactly
and then
what's going
after all of the... big shipments are out of the way and we got like nice after release, like, regular inventory level and buy furnitures. And then we do like the final, this is our office.
It's cleaned and final. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see if we can get some other...
That video may never come actually.
Yeah. Cause it's just just to say by the time we get like some like storage for like, just office storage in cupboards and things like that. We have to get a coffee table. We got to get some more chairs. Like our change room isn't exactly a change room here. Yeah, so we still have to get that sorted out. So there's a lot of little things that it's like, when you come, everything's fine. You're going to be able to try stuff on and everything, but it's not a polished retail environment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Yeah. We've been having a lot of customers come in, and it's surprising how many people come to Japan, and most of them do not live here. They're just on vacation or they're on work trip or whatever. So it's been a pleasure.
Yes.
And it's really been a pleasure. Like
everyone's so nice.
It is very nice, and it's also very different experience when we know who's buying our products. And obviously we have like a bunch of people that we see on live stream that we interact with, but majority of orders like we don't know where it's going. And but like seeing the reaction of customers right in front of us and kind of get to know what how their journey has been, like how they found out about us, and what they like about us, and also their personal stories sometimes like come into the conversation. It's all been like really enlightening.
Yeah, let us know in the chat, how did you find us, right? Because I will say that, like, I know there's some of you guys who followed us from our Naked and Famous Denim days
Right.
and came over, but like what sort of shocks me sometimes is like the people who come in and they're like, I've never heard of Naked and Famous before.
Yeah.
And I'm like it happens.
Yes.
Right.
And it's like, oh, really?
Yeah, they're like, and they'll come in and they're like, so how did you two get started? And I'm like, oh, like, I don't expect everyone to know everything about us or anything like that, but it's just like, I'm like, oh, you like, you discovered our brand recently, and like, I just, in my mind, it's just, I have like this expectation that like, people have been watching the YouTube for a while, and it's like, it's certainly not the case.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's interesting because if you are in this like kind of like, oh, like you learn about, male fashion, like kind of high quality Japan made stuff and whatnot, like, you would kind of live in this like community.
Yeah.
Then you like, my assumption is that you've at least heard of Naked and Famous, but a lot of people haven't, which is
right.
kind of interesting.
Yeah, so like, sometimes people come in wearing like their Naked and Famous jeans. I'm like, oh yeah, like those are, like, I remember those ones. Those are really cool. And but yeah, anyway, in the chat, everyone's like, Naked and Famous. People found us from Iron Snail. I guess we had some customers that come in. They're like, yeah, I was like Googling like heavyweight T-shirts, and I found you guys. And so it's just amazing how many different people have found us in so many different ways. Mr. Richard Gill, who found us on YouTube, and so we're really enjoying meeting with everybody who comes in, their stories, how they found us. I'm just not to put any raid on this parade, but if you make an appointment, please come to your appointment. I know this audience is going to do it. I'm just going to say it because, look, any bad thing that happens to me, I just turn into a story. So I'm just a little Bahzad rant story time. If you make the appointment, please come to the appointment.
And if you can't make it, send us an email. That happens, and it does not offend us.
No, not at all.
We're here anyways. That's fine. Like if you need to change your schedule, or if you're running late, or if you have to reschedule, cancel, whatever, send us an email. We're perfectly fine with it. We're not complaining about that. We're only kind of just bringing up the issue of no shows.
If you ghost us, that's one thing. I'm gonna be late. Oh, I'm lost. You're a visitor here. I know it's gonna be not easy for everyone to find it. Fine, I get it. I'm sick. I can't make it today. Whatever it is, even if you're 2 minutes before your appointment, you're like, oh, I can't make it today. I don't care.
Let us know. Right. We're fine.
But if you're having an appointment, the thing is, we're waiting for you, right? Like we're not going to lunch. We're not doing some other thing, or at least we're not getting into something like deep. Right, because we've set that time aside for you. We know you're coming, and so we're here for you. And if you ghost us, it's kind of like, oh, are they just running late? So maybe we're not going to go get lunch. We're not going to go do this thing. Like, we're sort of stuck in limbo. And so that's it. Just let us, if you can't make it, let us know. Yeah. And if you ghost us, come on.
No show is really... Yeah. It hurts my feelings because, obviously you found us and you made an appointment online that you were interested in the brand, and it's just, it's a very sad state of the world, I feel. Like, that should not be the case. And it's just, it's an email away. It's just send us a heads up, hey, I can't make it today, sorry. Yeah. That's all, that's all we ask.
Yeah. Just a little, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Other people say Stephen Kopelkamp says, I love when Carl brings you guys up on Coffee with Carlito. Yes, Mr. Carl Murawski, he's the boss, the true boss. Every now and then he mentions us. I always watch his show, and I think maybe 2 episodes ago, it was interesting because, I got home after work, and I turn on the TV, my YouTube recommendation is the first thing, Coffee with Carl, and in the title it's like Filson and Wonder Looper. That was the topic of the video. And that very day, we had a customer visiting us from Seattle, and they worked at Filson, and I was just the worlds are all coming together here. This is unbelievable. And I thought that was really cool. So, like right after that, I messaged Carl. I'm like, I don't know, there's something in the world tonight because like you're mentioning us and Filson. Filson guy came all the way, and it was. Anyway, I thought it was great. And yeah, I love Carl. Great guy, wonderful guy. I think he's got one of the best channels in our space in YouTube land. That's for sure. I've never met Carl. I've chatted with him, sent him some emails, and always nice. And he's always like, yeah, come and visit. I'm like, you come and visit. So anyhow, at some point there will be the meeting. He's in Michigan, I think. Yeah. So at some point we will have the meeting.
Yeah.
It will happen.
I mean, I feel
I do it like this, like we're gonna clash, but we're not gonna clash. It's gonna be a handshake.
I feel like he has way more reason to visit Japan than we have a reason to visit Michigan, to be fair. But
maybe, but I would go just to visit, right? I mean, he's got a family, he's got a job, he's got
That's true.
it's hard to separate.
But Michigan, I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever been to Michigan.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if we've driven through. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah. Okay. Sticky says, I was going down the organic cotton clothing rabbit hole of brands, and then I found your Foxfibre stuff. Well, there you go.
Great rabbit hole to go into.
Yeah. And Robert says, I found about you guys through a YouTuber. And he's like, I'm new. Well, if you're new, welcome. And I'm glad you're here. And then, yeah, of course, there's a lot of Naked and Famous fans here in the house. That's for sure. And Brenton says, I was immediately hooked with the indigo dip tees. Yes, the hand-dyed indigo tees. So I think there is a lot of room, like in the future, for more. Of course, for spring we have the. You can't see it here. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, we're just expanding to the new natural dye.
Yeah, the Sharinbai natural dye. So this is on the ELS recycled cotton t-shirt base. And then it's actually a slightly different base because the fabric is the same, but with this we use actually 100% cotton stitching, which the other ones are going to have like a polycore stitching because it's a little bit stronger. Technically, these are a little bit weaker. Technically. They shouldn't break on you or anything like that. I've been wearing mine. Everything is held up fine. But the reason why we use the 100% cotton stitching on these is because the dye. Because if you use the poly threads, they don't dye. And so you're going to have like this contrast throughout. And so we have to make these with the 100% cotton thread. So when we dye these t-shirts, it's all uniform. So we have the Sharinbai. So this is a tree bark dye. And then that's a tree bark dye with mud. And then tree bark dye with a lot of mud. And then the whole shebang, all three colors, one t-shirt, a lot of work. And anyhow, if you're into that tie-dye, crazy colored look, we've got options for you here as well. So this is coming for the spring. I don't have an exact ETA yet because this is the ELS, which takes a long time to make, plus hand dyeing, which takes a long time to do. But I'm thinking this is going to be more of a Q2 drop.
Yeah, more closer to summer.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah, Lord willing. Okay. Do you have any brand recommendations for jeans? I'm going to Japan this winter. I mean, look, there's all the brands that you've heard of, and those are all the recommendations I'm going to throw at you. Of course, Naked and Famous again is another great option. But
if you're coming to Japan and shopping for jeans, I think the store that you should check out, regardless of whether you like that style or their selection or not, you should check out Hinoya and Ameyoko. It's like in Ueno area, and the whole street is really fun to go to. Yeah,
Hinoya, Americaya. There's this one street in Ueno Market that has like all the denim and like rugged wear shops. They're all like lined up.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, like the same store will have like 3 locations all on the same street.
Yeah. And it is the kind of like there's brands of like Japan made jeans that have stores in Harajuku, and those brands are great and everything too. But there's something about this like really mishmash, like really lively neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's bueno, and it's not just clothing. It's basically just like like food, like you can
There's restaurants,
yeah,
food stall restaurants, like eating on the street type of stuff.
It's more casual, like street dining kind of things. Plus, like food vendors like sell food by the weight, and
like you can buy fish, you can buy jeans, like all on the same street. Like it's amazing. It's chaotically amazing.
Yeah.
And
the style of clothing it's not like so, highly like kind of curated and clean and like, pristine. It's kind of the opposite of it.
In Japanese, they call it Yankee style.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. It's and the stores that have the best selections of jeans, they also have like a lot of like, very typical like, like Japanese print, like really out there print, and stuff like that too. So it's kind of fun.
Yes.
It's not the same experience as you might have in the West, buying like high end jeans.
Yeah.
So I recommend that just as an experience.
Yeah, the experience is great. Ueno is where you want to go. Ueno Market. Yeah. Hinoya, Sun House, Americaya. There's literally dozens of these kinds of shops all right here.
There's also a lot of like cheaply made stuff there too, like just mixed in, which also kind of gives the chaotic vibe.
Like there's the high end Skajan like souvenir jackets, like the ones that are really made like old school way, or at least as close to the old school way as they can these days. And then you have the ones that are like really crappy, and like they're all there, and like I would call them crappy, but they have their own charm to them, because remember, souvenir jackets back then were also they were crappy in their own way. They were like, it was the tourist stuff, right? Like, if you went to the touristy store in your neighborhood and you look at all the stuff, and you're like, in a way you look at it and you're like, oh, this is all junk, like, right? And that's sort of what it was back then, but of course it was made in this like something that artisan, like in a way that we can really appreciate. It was all like hand stitched. Well, it was machine operated by hand embroidery. Like these days, if you want an elaborate embroidery, it's all done by computer.
Right.
But back then they didn't have the computer, so they had somebody who had to be able to do that by hand, and so there's a specific skill and artistry to doing that.
Yeah.
Of course, nowadays, even among like the old school brands, mostly all of it is done by computer. Just because there's nobody who can do that stuff.
And it just takes so long. Like it just makes no sense.
Yeah.
And like making, because like there is a charm to doing everything, hand operated. But at the end of the day, you also have to sell more stuff. You can't pay people enough. Like it's just going to be so much more expensive.
Like, we went with Alejandro Jomar, our friend. He came, he's a YouTuber. He does a lot of like TikToks and Instagrams and stuff about men's fashion, Japanese denim, that kind of stuff. He came and visited us last spring, and we went to what's it called, Yokosuka, and that's where the Skajan originated.
Yeah.
And so down in Yokosuka they have this street where a lot of like these old school shops are. You can buy like jeans and Skajan and stuff like that. But most of the Skajan shops are like the modern stuff. And you have stuff that has like the old school look, but also maybe machine embroidered. Yeah. And there's like two places that like will still embroider for you. One of them, by hand. Like,
you tell them what you want and they design it, and then they do it like one by one.
Yeah. But one of the places was a guy, and he was like, if he wasn't 90, he was 88. Like he was old. Like,
yes. And he's like, waitlist apparently is like 1 to 2 years long, and that's even like him saying it is. And like, I read some reviews, and it's just like it takes so much longer than they said it would take. So,
But what are you gonna do?
yeah,
Right? It's just it is what it is.
The other
Yeah.
store that does that, like they don't even like
They
they're
don't
not,
take orders.
They weren't taking orders at that moment that we went there, and it's just maybe. You know, so it's incredibly difficult to
Yeah.
get something made just for you. And even the ones, you know, the brands have a little bit more of like, here's the same design. You can do like, you know, you can do this like same design, like in, you know, maybe, you know, 20 items, 30 items.
Right.
And that, like, that might be a little bit more efficient way to do it because you're not thinking of design and like doing one by one. But it's still going to be.
Yeah. The bottom line is like there's practically nobody who can do this. That said, Risa does want to buy one of these old school like embroidery machines.
It's just like my like, you know, kind of like a hobby thing.
Yeah.
You know, the same thing with chain stitch. Like I can't eat
No.
doing that. You know, that's
doesn't
not
pay the
my
bills.
livelihood.
Yeah.
But this is some, you know, my hobby, and you know, I'm in a position where I can like kind of involve my hobby into my job, so it's great. But
so you could technically be one of the few people on the planet that could still, anyhow, we have to get the machine, you have to get the skills.
yeah, there's actually a lot of people who does that, like in, you know, more artistic way, like they're artists, and this is kind of like the way. Same thing with chain stitch embroidery. Like, you know, I'm not very artistic, but like artists can, you know, like instead of painting, they can basically paint with, you know, the yarns, and that's a there is a bunch of people that I follow on Instagram that like does, you know, embroidery, hand cranked embroidery that way. It just I think when you're talking about like more, you know, industrial ways, it's a little bit different, and there's really like maybe a couple of like that kind of you know, embroider that can do this in an industrial way, where like this is not my art.
Yeah.
It's like, you know,
Right.
what I do.
So anyhow, the Moore says, hopefully the guy had a 90-year-old face from a hard life and will be around to purchase his jeans in a couple of years. You know, I think the fact that he has like a pile of orders that he has to complete is probably helping him like stay, you know, he's still working and motivated, and like he's still there. His shop was tiny, like tiny. And like when we were there, I was just like, I want to buy something because like, and we did, we bought a bunch of
things. So
he had a bunch of little things, but like he didn't have any jackets or anything for sale.
Right.
And he's like, sometimes when I have them, I just, you know, put them up and then somebody buys them right away.
Yeah.
And like,
and he was also very confused about like Alejandro, like, can I take a video of you?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Yeah. And also interestingly, because we ended up talking with him for a bit, and Risa explained chain stitch embroidery to him, and he
did not know.
He didn't know about it.
Yeah, it's like, what? Like, But he also, what the most interesting was that my belief was that he's been doing this for decades and decades since he was, you know, in the
young man. Yeah.
But like he started it as like a like post-retirement
like
kind of thing.
70 years old or something, he says. So he's been doing it for like
70,
20-something years, but not
like,
not what you would have expected.
He picked it up as an old man.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool. All right, Jays, Dodgers 2-2 game.
Oh, interesting.
All right, sit on that fence, boys. Tie it up. Let's tie it up. But yeah, so anyhow, chain stitch embroidery is...
Where did we go from?
Sorry? Huh?
How did we end up?
I don't... Oh, where you should shop in Ueno. Yeah. So, okay, so Ueno, you could buy jeans, you could buy Skajan, you could buy all like the crazy, you know, all the brands are there. You go buy a souvenir jacket. I really recommend you do that when you come to Japan. It's a great souvenir. And, you know, if you can find a nice one, go for it. If you could buy one in Yokosuka, I mean, that's nice too. I will say that like it's nice to go to Yokosuka because like that's, you know, where it all came from, though very little is made there these days.
Yeah. But one of the shops that are not currently taking like custom orders, they still have jackets that are like ready.
Yeah, they have
and
ready-made jackets.
That's done
Yeah.
by like a person cranking.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, it's still worth it,
Yeah.
and there's still a lot of.
And it's not that far from Tokyo. Like, it's maybe like how long would it take? Like a 2-hour train ride?
Perhaps it depends. It really depends on where you are in Tokyo.
Right.
Tokyo is a huge place.
Say Shibuya.
From Shibuya, I think it's less than 2 hours because, less than 2 hours. Because to Yokohama, it's less than an hour, and from there, it's less than an hour too.
Okay. So it's not, like, realistically, it's not that
Maybe
far.
an hour, yeah.
I'll just say that, like, when I was young, like, my commute from Mississauga, Ontario to downtown Toronto every day was longer than that.
Right.
And it's like,
probably
distance wise,
less
it's
distance,
not even, it's like so much less. So, like, as a commuter, you know, it took me longer just to get to work from, like, you know, one town to the next, which wasn't even that far. So to go from, like, you know, this grand distance between, like, Tokyo to Yokosuka in an hour and a half, it's easy. It's easy, no problem. So if you come, that's sort of that could be a fun day trip. Maybe go out there. The Big John, I'm gonna throw Big John because they have a nice shop. What station is it at again?
In Tokyo?
Yeah.
Yutenji.
Sorry? Yutenji. Yeah, they have a nice, it's a tiny little shop, but you can go there, and maybe they have some of the Foxfibre chinos in stock. You can get some of those there. So
you can hang out with my old boss.
Yeah.
He still works there.
Yeah, we go there every now and then. They come and visit us, and we have a great relationship with the old Big John team. Drew says, I try to find other good quality clothes as your brand, but the price is too high. Anyone has brand recommendations in New York City? Thank you. Yeah, our prices are, it depends on the item, right? You know, I would say that so far this season, the heavy hitters came out first, but the fleece fox fiber, those are, I think, around, you know, 220 USD for a sweatshirt. And then like the double heavyweight sweatshirts that are coming out next are like half the price of these. So our prices vary a lot. I know, and sometimes people might, look, I know we charge like our t-shirts like 110 US dollars. It's not inexpensive for a t-shirt, but I think in the grand scheme of things and like all the stuff that's out there, like we're not the worst, especially I think for the quality that we have.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he's talking about New York City, like what to shop in New York City for, you know.
Oh, for good quality clothes?
Things, yeah.
I would point you to a place like Standard and Strange. I mean, they're also going to have a wide variety of price points. But like you're not going to get like Uniqlo pricing. I don't think anyone expects that in like this quality realm. But yeah.
I mean, we also don't know. Like we don't, you know, explore New York City anymore. So we just really don't know. Like
I'm just gonna say, I find that there's fewer and fewer independent retailers in like New York and like a lot of cities now. A lot of cities, like I find that there's like the one good independent retailer. And that's sort of it. Like it you know, it's a lot of things. Like retail is not easy, you know, it's not easy. And especially these days, if you don't have sort of an online presence that is going to balance, you know, your retail, it can be difficult. Back in the day, you know, you could completely and totally rely on walk-in traffic. And that has totally changed. I mean, you know, people shop online, people have lives. Especially like, you know, I'm from Toronto, so I'm thinking like going downtown core. Like there's all kinds of places in Toronto where it's like, man, that's a, you know, a good area to go shopping, but like it's just hard to get out there. Like you don't want to drive. Getting on the metro or on the streetcar is going to be difficult, you know, to get around there. In the wintertime, it's cold. So yeah, I find that it's getting fewer and far between these days to find, you know, strong independent retailers. I mean, the ones that are there, they're there for a reason because they're good, right? But it is a tough business to break into, and you know, I think that at the very least, the ones that are there, hopefully they'll look at, you know, some sort of expansions, and you know, you see that with the Standard and Strange types. They have, you know, different locations here and there. Even like you know, cultism in Germany. You know, it was online only. Now they have a store there in Münster. So you start to see that shift where maybe an online store will also have a physical retail store, or physical retail stores will start to have a little bit of a better of an online presence to sort of balance things out. But yeah, it's tough these days for physical retail.
Yeah.
Yes. Brenton says London to Toronto should be 2 hours. Today it took me 4.5.
Yeah. People are complaining, and it takes me 70 minutes with traffic to get to work and 20 minutes with no traffic. It's like, yeah, but like, when is it no traffic?
Yeah.
Like in the middle of the night.
2 a.m., right?
Yeah.
But that's sort of,
Yeah, like I remember, like, you know, we would just drive from Montreal to Toronto because it's the easiest option for two people to travel, and one of the fastest as well.
Yeah.
So we used to always drive from Montreal to Toronto, but like if we were to go into the city part of Toronto, like it's just like the last bit that takes for.
Yeah. Right. As soon as you like leave the island of Montreal, the beauty is like Montreal to Toronto is a one highway drive. It is just straight.
It's straight.
There's no turning.
Curves, like no nothing.
Yeah.
Straight, like
straight as an arrow. Yeah.
And also a bunch of like rest stops right off the freeway, right?
Yeah.
So you don't even have to go really off the freeway. You just like pull up, and then it's a parking lot for all of the things you need.
The only time you want to break off is like if you want to go into town somewhere, like
which sometimes we
sometimes
do.
You do.
You know, I want to stop at the Apple.
By the way,
the Big Apple.
I'm just gonna plug them because they're wonderful. Hold on.
I hope they'll stay in business forever.
So this is like the greatest rest stop, I'm going to say, in the history of rest stops. And it's called the Big Apple because there is indeed a giant Big Apple. I'm going to their website. This is a weird website. But as you're about to enter like Toronto, there's a giant rest stop. You're going to see it with this huge apple off the side of the highway. And you go in here and it's a pie factory. And like, there's a giant sign that says, you know, they've made like 70 trillion pies over like the last however many years. And they have great pies and they're huge. And you can watch them make them right there. Like they have a big factory where you can like peek in and see.
Delicious pies. Also, a ton of like, if you're not into like whole pies, there's a ton of things that you can buy that are apple related.
Yeah.
Well, not apple related, but they have like a couple hot ciders.
Yeah.
And
they have they got a petting zoo, they got a farmer's market, they got it all. So it's really like a nice, before you get into like the heck, I'm gonna say the heck of getting into Toronto traffic, like you stop here and you get some snacks and you relax for a second. Okay. Oh wait, we might have a hat that's arriving. So if you're ever driving from Toronto to Montreal or vice versa, you have to stop here and get some nice things. The Big Apple, very highly recommended. I always stop there. Oh yeah. So looks like the hat sample has arrived. So we're gonna open it up. Live for you here. Okay, BD says, I want to go now. Yeah, I love it. I love going there. So that's one of the best rest stops you could ever wish to stop at. Kafan says, my kids love visiting the Big Apple. They got they go to the petting zoo. Yeah, they got a free petting zoo there. They got mini golf. They have it all. So
yeah, I've never done mini golf, but petting zoo we definitely enjoyed.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so Risa's unboxing the new knit cap sample. It just arrived. Perfect timing. Right. So we'll see what it looks like. So this is the navy spec cap, but made with a little bit of stretch. So we'll see what the difference is here. I'm gonna say that even off the bat, like, okay. So here's general impressions. You can see it's a lot more structured, you know, compared to the 100% cotton. So that's what the stretch does to your hat. It's going to give it a little bit more structure. This thing is kind of floppy, right? You know, but one thing that it didn't quite improve is the waviness of that sort of looser knit at the bottom. So like I would say that if you are really into the navy spec, that might be a detail that you're like, oh yeah, that's what I want, sort of the jankiness, but I don't know. I think
You want to put it on?
I'm gonna put it on. Like, of course, that waviness sort of goes away when you put it on, right? You know, you don't really notice it as much, but yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Let me see. I want to wear it the way that I wear my
Yeah.
hat, which is a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely more
It's more sturdy.
substantial.
Yeah. So this is a live sample testing, right?
I mean, it's definitely better.
Yeah.
If you want to keep this detail, then this makes sense.
Yeah. I'm
But-
like, from a sales perspective, like I'm thinking to myself, like I see customers being like, what's up with that? Right? Like generally speaking,
Yeah.
they might generally have a problem with it. Whereas with this, I know I'm going to avoid that conversation. Right?
Right.
I know.
It's just like everybody has,
Yeah.
you know.
Right. Somebody might see this photo and be like, okay, it looked perfect in the photo, but when I got it, it was a little jank.
Yeah.
And so I have a feeling that I'm gonna like be fielding a lot of like odd customer service questions. Yeah. Steven says, I like the mil-spec. Wavy doesn't bother me. All right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I do have to say that a lot of people on this chat are not necessarily the, you know, they
Yeah.
have a more, you know, I like different kind of
Yeah, they have a more
opinions.
nuanced opinion on these things.
Yeah. And you know, I actually don't mind this as much as like
Yeah.
I mean, this definitely was not an option for me.
Yeah.
But
But you can definitely see the difference between the 100% cotton and like
it
the
has it
Right.
definitely has improved.
it makes a huge difference. I mean,
Yeah.
there's the shape, it just doesn't hold. This holds its shape like so much better.
See, this is why we need artificial, you know, man-made fibers
Yeah.
sometimes.
So I guess we're gonna decide
This is
week.
actually a little bit of a closer call than I
Right.
thought it would be. I thought it was
Yeah.
no question this, but
Right. If you're visiting the showroom this week, then you're gonna see these in person. We're gonna ask your impressions. I'm gonna say that I've shown this sample to people,
Yeah.
and generally the consensus has been over here.
yeah, it just
Yeah.
it's just the floppiness. But
Yeah.
that has improved a lot. So I mean, I just want to hear you guys' opinions if you're watching this, you know, live. I'm reading the things, but
Yeah.
you know, even after, if you could just kind of chime in
Yeah.
the chat.
A pimp named Slickback says it would be better without. Yeah. BD says I appreciate the imperfections, but I totally understand most people don't appreciate the real world. Yeah. It has that wabi sabi feel, says Kafan. Yeah. It's tough because like I'm perfectly okay visually with the way they look with either one.
Yeah.
My spidey senses are like I'm seeing potential problems in the pipeline, and I'm like, when I see a problem, you go the opposite way. You're like, no, let's try to avoid that. Yeah. James says, I love a floppy beanie. I used to wear like really chunky, like floppy beanies when I was young. And,
Yeah.
you know, so I used to, anyhow, really chunky knit ones, but, yeah.
Yeah, like if I didn't like the thing, the
You roll it up.
waviness, you can
Yeah.
roll it in. But again, that's also not like that's one step that you have to kind of,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
Floppy beanies still good. I still like beanies to be floppier. I mean, if you just, you know, don't wear it so tight on your head, you can definitely flop it
it
around. To have a lot of flop,
Yeah.
you know? You want that, it's like the pizza, you know, no flop. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let us know how you feel.
Yeah.
We'll have to make a decision in the
next couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Okay. So we'll finalize our decision soon, but there you go. At least you can see the major difference between the 100% cotton. Just to sort of, I'm sure there would be the 100% cotton people out there would be like, oh no, you should have went with that. I'm
Well,
like,
yeah. No,
bro,
there's no.
there's a
question.
big difference.
Yeah. So
Big difference.
The question is
Yeah.
not between 100% cotton and this. It is the we will use elastic, but this versus this.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to fold this up and like keep it folded, and it will hardly stay. So anyhow. 100% cotton. We love it for certain things, but sometimes it doesn't apply. Yeah. Can you do the wider rib for the mil spec, but the modern finish at the edge so it doesn't go wavy? I think that's what this is, just in general. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. No, but I think that the reason to do this would be that, you know, the
jankiness is there.
The jankiness and also the history, right?
Yeah.
Like, so if we make it into a different design, I feel like that just loses the appeal of that item just in general. So
I'm glad we did this experiment though.
Yes.
But yeah, I think if we were to go down the mil spec route, I would go like fully like 100% cotton with the waviness and just be like, yo, this is how they work. Like if you want the real deal, like this is the real deal.
Yeah. But like our thing is like, you know, as much as like I understand there's like a market for like super authentic vintage, you know, this is how it's made kind of a market. I just don't think we're that brand.
Well,
you know.
Yeah, look, you know what's funny? Because I was talking to Sally about this. Because Sally, she sometimes grows like these heritage cotton varieties, and I'm like, it could be really cool to reproduce something like mega authentically, like with the proper cotton of the time, with the proper like cotton spinning machines of the time. Because like one of the factories the mills we work with, they have really, really old cotton spinning machines. And it was like, if we could line it up where it's like, okay, we can figure out the era your spinning machines are from, and then like the cotton of the era, and like let's find like a t-shirt or a sweatshirt of that era, and like really like, oh, you want to go real vintage? You know, a lot of companies.
We talked about this last week, and I can see that is a thing. Yeah. But like, you know, this is not that project. Right?
This is not that project.
So I think in order to kind of have an option, this part of the reason why we're doing this is to offer like, you know, more fox fiber. Like we understand for cotton, fox fiber is a very expensive cotton, and you know, we just want everybody to enjoy it in a lot of different price points. So that's why we're doing this. And like, you know, if we were to kind of, you know, go all the way, like, you know, heritage style, that's fine. That's its own thing, and we can do that. But you know, like as a brand, we don't like just do that. So I think for this project, I feel like it might need to be more approachable.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. And I actually agree with you. If we were doing like mil spec, then, you know, go all the way. Yeah. If we're doing more like approachable, we do with, you know, if we're using elastic anyways, then maybe this is the way to go.
Right.
Okay. Kind of talking myself.
Look, the bottom line is that I don't think that we're going to be like, we're not just going to do one thing, right? Right. There's opportunities for lots of different options down the road. Brenton says my first replica piece is the John Lofgren Japanese World War II pigskin service boots. Yeah. We'll see if that turns out to be an uncomfortable mistake. Yeah, that's a tough one. You know, like
we invented comfort, and now like we evolved. I don't know.
It's a different world because it's like, you know, there's a lot of that old stuff. It's just like, yo, it lasted. Yeah, but it lasted because it was made like a tank, right? Sometimes it's like that, you know, and like we're like, you know, there's the modern level of like comfort that it's hard to shake off sometimes. But we'll see. I mean, you know, like with boots, you know, with a lot of boots, you know, the break-in time is just part of it. It's like raw denim jeans, you know, it's like, it's tough to start and then eventually they become comfortable. Right. I'm going to say that's why I like my Yuketen boots a lot, because they're comfortable now. Like they're cool and they have like this heritage look to them, but they're comfortable now. Like some boot manufacturers are very like, yo, because I know the boot community is very dedicated to like to precise specification. It's also like in all of the things that we're interested in, boots, watches, denim, heritage, vintage, and like speakers and audio. Like it's always like it boils down to like all these like very nuanced specs that we're like, that's really fascinating, and like we get super deep into it. So yeah, with the boots, it's just like we're making them the way they made them exactly. We've got it all like mastered.
Yeah.
And because these boots lasted forever, and it's like but it's gonna take you a while to break them in, and like that's part of it. You're gonna enjoy it, you know, if you're into that sort of thing, But sometimes people are like, man, I'm breaking in these boots. It's gonna take me a while. Like,
it's all practical.
Yeah.
I mean,
but like for jeans, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm like, I'm gonna be uncomfortable for a bit. It's fine, right?
Yeah.
It's your level of tolerance might change.
I guess
vary.
so. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I sometimes feel like the segments that we make is really interesting because like we do make the triple heavyweight t-shirts, which is like it's not practical in all of different sense. It's super heavy. It's like tsuriyami. It's expensive. It's it's got all these like things that we talk about that is just we just made it, and then we know it's not going to be the best selling thing. And it's not for everybody. But it's actually more for just the dedicated heavyweight,
the mega dedicated. Like if you're like you're 24-ounce jeans every day, heavy boots, like hey, you know what I mean? It's like it's for the heavy duty guy.
And I would even
say
our double heavyweight t-shirt is not for everybody. Most people don't want to wear that, but we went even a step further, and it's just like we kind of have this like products kind of dedicated for like things that we do that's we do it because we like it, and then things that's like we do because we still want people to enjoy it, more people to enjoy what we do, and I guess that's the good example in the hats too.
BD says, you bringing comfort and mega construction together show making things well don't have to be hard to wear. From the maybe I'm reading this wrong, but I think what we're trying to say here is that making great things, showing how it's done, it could be mega hardcore but also easy to wear. We gotta blend those things together. Right.
Sometimes balance is important.
Right. I think we do a pretty good job of balance in that realm. Of course, like I would say, triple heavyweight suriyami is like on the extreme end of things, but sometimes you got to do it. Sometimes you got to go all the way. Steven says, I don't care as much about the history. I want durable, safe, sustainable, quality products. Use modern cotton and machines. That's fine by me. Yes. Right, look, I think that's the majority of folks, but sometimes you got to do the special project, right? And I think it's within special projects that you can find. You can sometimes when you do the really really hard work to make something very niche, you can pull from that to make something that a lot of people can enjoy, right? So even if if we were to go down the route of like making a truly authentic vintage this, that, or the other, maybe through that process, like we're gonna find something special about the cotton that we like. Maybe that particular cotton is actually very special and we can use it, in a different way. Or maybe the construction details of a vintage garment is something that certain details that we can pull forward into a more modern garment. So, sometimes doing the hard stuff that isn't really like the money maker is gonna help you create, new items that are, a lot more approachable for people.
That's true.
Yeah.
But the other way around too, like we make things that are like what people want and what generally is expected of us, and then from then we kind of go deeper.
Right, we can go deeper.
So it works in both ways. I feel.
The more says, I was late logging on. Has anyone suggested Foxfibre bathroom towel sets? I have a little towel that was made from Foxfibre, and I know that Sally has some. I don't know when or where they were made. Look, I'm not I'm not opposed to towels or like, you know, bathrobes. Like I really think it would be cool to make like a robe one day. It's just a matter of one day. You know, if you need it right now, there's possibly somebody that makes something like that right now. But yeah, it's a matter of time and space. And, you know, if we had a full design team where I could be like, all right, guys, here's my vision. Go and henceforth make it grow.
That's also like, you know, I mean, I'm sure if we just wanted to make a towel, somebody can make a towel for us. But, you know, I just want to know about the towel specs. Like, I don't really know too much about it. And, you know, but you know, the way you end the edges, like there are different ways, like I don't know what they're called, like, you know, we just need time to kind of get into that world, because if we're making something, we want to be able to talk about it and we want to know everything about it
and let you guys know, like, what, like in Japan there's a like imabari towel, like that is like the high spec, like best quality towels in Japan. So that's the area of Japan. There's a lot of towel manufacturers there, so like we would have to learn a lot about it. You know, we're not gonna make a product and be like, here you go. You know, we want to tell you about it, like what makes it so special, and you know, give you the background of you know why and how. So I would say that one day, it's not impossible. We would get into.
Yeah, everybody needs a towel.
Everyone needs a good towel. It's you know, Super Looper almost already looks like a towel. Yeah. We've got Steven says, my favorite product from you guys is the ELS t-shirts. Not the fanciest spec, but I love them just the same. And Sticky Rice says, ELS t-shirt ecru is so underrated. Yeah, I love those ecru tees. I love them. And the ELS is like, I'm wearing ELS right now. Like I wear it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good heavyweight that is not like
the heaviest weight. Yeah.
But even that, it's just like I feel like it, you know, there's so much to talk about, and every time, like, you know, I talk about this t-shirt, it just end up being like 10 minutes, you know, the presentation. But you know, at the end of the day, if you know that or not know that, you enjoy the t-shirt
just the same. That's sort of the maybe I'll end it on this, is that like with our fabrics, we always try to present something that's going to have like a bit of a wow factor to it. Like when you pick it up, I want you to have some sort of reaction to it. Like, oh, like is the color is beautiful, or the weight, or the texture. There has to be something really that's going to shine about it. Because we look at a lot of fabrics, you know, when we're developing fabrics in the mills, like we have an idea and like they'll bring out some swatches and we're looking through it, and I'm just, you know, sometimes it's like, you know, this is okay, but like we need wow. Like what can we do to shine, like make this fabric shiny, you know? And so like that's our goal. So like whether you know every spec as to like how it came to be, or you know absolutely nothing, the bottom line is like it has to
still appeal.
Right. It has to have some sort of instant appeal to it, and like that's always our aim with our fabrics. Yeah. Stephen Colbocamp says, I'd still like some featherweight t-shirts to use as undershirts in warmer weather. Yes, that is on the to-do list for us. It's like lightweight.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Ultimate Pima is great for layering. It is a luxurious, silky kind of texture. But I think maybe something that, you know, it's great for like, especially summer, because it kind of stays like, you know, not too like mochi, like not too like thick, or it's like, you know, some cloudy, like light, you know, lightweight, but it's just kind of really super soft to the touch. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but
bottom line is
there's a different level of like lightweight and then like,
but it's on our radar. We know it's sort of like a something that is missing from our t-shirt range. You know, like even like the Ultimate Pima, I think I wear that a lot too. I wear that in the summer a lot. But even lighter, like it's still a heavy shirt. Like you can wear the Ultimate Pima all year, but something really light, Like so,
really light,
yeah.
especially for the under layer in like colder weather. I think it's what kind of
maybe, or just in the summertime, like you just want to wear something like that feels like nothing at all. Like nothing at all. Nothing at all. Who knows that reference?
That's funny. I think you said that before.
All right.
Anyways, I think we're getting into past time.
Okay, so we have snack time today. We've got two options for you. We're gonna hold on. I'm gonna make the poll because the poll is going to Okay, we're putting it up. The poll is up. We've got a gift from our good friend Mr. Terry from the store formerly known as Tate and Yoko. So he sent us these cookies, some delicious cookies from Taiwan, and
it's by Aunt Stella. I thought Aunt Stella was a Japanese company, but I'm not 100% sure.
So it's select Taiwanese tea cookies. We've got Thai Guanyin tea cookie.
So I think it's the like a fancy oolong tea, you know, like they call it tekkanon here.
Okay.
And I think it's the like more like rich flavored oolong tea.
Okay, it has Bai Lao Chun tea cookie with brown rice.
Yes, I can read the brown rice part. So I don't know.
And the last one is the ruby black tea flavored cookie. So
I think that's more like a like a maybe like a red black tea leaf. So
a very fancy cookie set here that we can try. Or, you know, last night we were over at the Don Quixote store, and I found this. So super sour cotton candy, just completely the opposite, complete junk. And this is, you know, if last week you guys might remember that I destroyed my face eating some sour candies, so much so
we tried on the live before.
We tried it on live before, and I had
the second time around. It was so much worse.
My mouth was bleeding. I couldn't eat any. Ingesting food, it was like eating sandpaper. And so we saw this candy, and we were like, "Hey, let's just destroy my face again."
We convinced ourselves to do this again.
But it's cotton candy. I've never had sour cotton candy. Last time, those sour candies they were covered with like sour crystals, and I thought maybe those crystals were like what was cutting up my mouth. There's no crystals here, so maybe we have a chance to destroy my face once again. So we have. I'm not sure if the poll is working correctly because nobody's voted for the other option. Maybe no. Okay, wait. So we're actually 50-50 here. So I'm gonna give this a couple of seconds here to we got another order. There you go. 9 orders. A lot of things happening. So we can destroy my face again, or potentially not. Maybe it's a lot milder. I'm feeling it as well. So the X cotton candy. Dare to try, or some fancy cookies. Cotton candy between two cookies, like a sandwich.
No, these do not go together.
That's not gonna work.
Oh, Taiwan cookies leading the poll, I think.
All right, we're gonna let this poll roll over for another few seconds here. But Taiwan cookies is certainly leading. Once we're at 30 votes right now, but once we're at 33 votes, we're gonna end it. So we got 31 votes, 2 more votes in. So please vote, everybody, and then we will decide on snack time, Taiwan cookies, or the disgusting burn my face off cotton candy. We can try one of those again. All right, the polls are closing any second now, so place your vote, everybody. Brenton says, burn your tongue again. All right. The more sugar, water, and preservatives. It sure is. Stephen Copenham, cotton candy between two cookies. I'm not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. It looks like the Taiwan cookies have won the day. So, Mr. Terry.
Thank you, Terry.
I'm very excited. A salute to you. and all of your fine work there. Oh, no, you did it right. Okay, so it's got a very nice box, by the way. It's got this. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Fancy.
Okay, which flavor do you want?
I'm just going for it. Whatever this is, it's crumbled. Okay, I want to, oh, they're all a little crumbly. Maybe they were damaged in traffic.
I want to do the Tetsukannon.
Okay.
Oolong tea.
I'm gonna do this guy.
Which one is that? Where did you take it from?
From the first.
From the bottom. I think it's the black tea.
Okay, ruby black tea flavored cookie. Okay, the middle guys are all a little squishity squished, but that's okay. You know, it still tastes the same. So these are a treat, a delight from. Is that air running out of there?
Oh, I'm just opening that.
Okay.
I like that it's pre-crumbled for my.
Got a nice sweet smell to it.
Oh.
Ruby black tea flavored cookie.
Smells so good.
Yeah, that smells very, very.
Oolong-y.
Yeah, very got a strong tea
nice.
Aroma to it. Mine's less tea aroma, I find.
Yeah.
But it has a floral fragrance to it.
Yeah.
Ruby black tea. Okay, I'm gonna give it a try.
Oh, I like this. This is very good.
Very dry cookie.
It reminds me of like.
I don't think kids will like this so much.
It is an acquired.
Yeah.
Like it's more of nuanced adult taste.
Sugar taste is very low.
Mine's very sweet actually.
Mine's not particularly sweet. I'm gonna try yours. Try a piece. I like it. I mean, it says tea cookie. It would certainly go well with tea. I think this is appropriately
But it tastes
paired
like
with tea. Yeah.
Mine is like very deep, like aroma of the oolong tea. You know how to try
Yeah.
yours.
It's just that they're so dry that you need to have something with this.
Yes,
Yeah.
tea and cookies.
Tea and cookies. Yeah. So this is it for your afternoon tea. I like this. This is a very nice cookie. Adult flavor. You have to really enjoy tea, I think, to like this cookie.
This one is like I generally like tea flavored like snacks, and this one is very like a hint of tea. It's actually like it looks like it has a lot of like tea leaves in the mix, but you don't taste it as strong.
No, but I do like the floral taste to it. It's a very, again, adult flavor. Sophisticated taste. Yeah, great with tea. This is just, I mean, it's a tea cookie, but it's fantastic. And I think this is a very nice, number one, the packaging is beautiful. And I think the taste profile is very, very elite.
It's very fancy.
Very, very fancy. So,
I like it. I do generally like tea flavored things, and this is fantastic, especially the oolong tea one. It's
the ingredients, also, just saying, for ingredients, ruby black tea flavored cookie, so the one I just had, ingredients, flour, butter, sugar, egg, ruby tea powder. Very few ingredients in these cookies. I think that's kind of neat. You know, look at that. The middle one's got quite a lot, but not a lot of things that you can't pronounce. Right? Maybe the Thai Guan Yin tea powder. If you know, that's not so hard to pronounce. But there's no like weird. There's disodium something phosphorate. Anyhow, sodium bicarbonate. So in one of the cookies, there's a lot of weird things. I don't know if they're weird, but you know, it's just mono basic.
anyways. Thank you very much, Terry.
Mr. Terry, thank you very much.
Really
Yeah.
appreciate this.
Yeah.
That's a great gift.
So, Aunt Stella Select Taiwanese Tea Cookie Set. If you can find one of these somewhere, I would recommend getting it. If you're in Taiwan, buy some of these. I don't know where else you would find these. Maybe Terry will chime in at some point and let us know.
I bet this is like a Taiwan like thing.
special.
Because Aunt Stella does exist here, but I've never seen anything like that.
I see. So there you have it, everybody. I would recommend it if you have a tea lover in your life. Go get some of these, or if you yourself enjoy tea, get it. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up. That's 2 thumbs up. That's 2 thumbs up for you, Risa. Great live stream.
Thank you. Me, and 2 thumbs up to you.
Nailed it. Yes, I got it.
All the thumbs.
All the thumbs.
Yeah.
All the thumbs up, everybody. And if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up. Hit that like button for us for this live stream. And we're going to leave it there.
Yeah. I
Okay.
tried to look up Aunt Stella cookie things around here.
Any
I
luck?
think I'm going to do that. No, I didn't.
Okay.
I gave up on that. But we will find it.
All right. Taiwan brown sugar milk tea boba. So good. You know it, Brenton. In our area here, near our office, there's a decent amount of bubble tea.
Yeah, but not as many as there used to be in Japan. All of Japan. There used to be everywhere.
Still, we have it. We got Chinatown not far. We got bubble tea. We're going to maybe get some bubble tea after this. It's a good idea. All right. So we're going to leave it there. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back again next week. Same time, same channel. Some updates, maybe some updates on releases on the Cashmere Henley. And yeah, we'll leave it there. Everybody do something nice for yourself. And
Somebody else.
that's it. We'll see you guys again real soon. All right.
Bye.